Hey guys, it's Shondell and I'm going to show you how to make a Sesame Street Centerpiece stick. So we're going to start by going into Design Space, and the icon is up here once you have it downloaded to your computer. Click on Launch Design Space. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you're notified every time I upload new videos. So now we're going to go to New Project. Then go to Image on the left side right here, Images. Click on it. Then you're going to type in Sesame Street. Now, Design Space has a lot of Sesame Street images, so we're just going to scroll down to the one that we need. And here it is right here. Also, if you want to see the name and the cartridge that it's in, this is the name of the cartridge. I already purchased this image. In Design Space, there are images that are for sale, or you can buy the whole cartridge, which usually consists of anywhere from 15 to 30 or maybe more images that you can use. Okay, so I think this image is pretty wide, so I usually unlock it, the little lock button underneath the image, and just bring it down a little bit so the height is a little more. It just looks better that way to me. Lock it. Make sure your image is selected, then go to the top where it says size here, and you're going to change the width to 11.5. And for this is it. You don't have to design anything. It's a full cut image. On the right here, these are all the things that's going to be cut once you send to your machine. And the color cardstock is here. If you ever want to change it, you could just click on the layer and go up here and choose the color. Or if you remember which one you want to change when it goes to the machine, just put in that color cardstock. You don't even have to change it here. So I'm going to ungroup it just to show you exactly how the layers look. So if you don't know what ungrouping is, basically when I click on this image and I move them all around, is because they're grouped together. If you ungroup it, you can move each layer. See? So you can take each layer and move it around. If you want to go back, put them together, highlight the whole thing, click on group, and everything is together if you want to move it around. So we're going to go back to ungrouping. Just to show you, I'm going to make the zoom smaller, and this will show you the layers. So these are the colors that you should have. So once all of this is cut, then we're going to glue them together, add the stick on the back, and that's it for this centerpiece stick. Okay, so when you're ready to cut, you can just send to machine and it'll cut. But if this is a project that you're not even, if it's anything that you do, I would suggest you save it. Even if you don't think you're going to make the project again, you never know when you'll go back and need to make it again. So save everything that you do. And you can name it whatever you want. Also, don't forget, if you go in and make changes, keep updating and saving it. Because sometimes I've made changes and forgot. And then when I go back to the project, the changes are not there. Okay, so that's it. We're done. Click on Make It. And on the left here, let me make this full screen. On the left here, it shows you. You could click on each one. Also, if you ever want to change the paper size, right here, it's set on 12 by 12 for each one. Just click on the drop down and you can choose what size paper. I usually use 8.5 by 11 for the small pieces. See, and it shows you where the paper should be placed on the mat and where it will cut on that piece of paper. So that's everything. Then you click continue. My machine is not connected yet. And then it'll just send to your machine. So now I'm going to send it to the maker. I'm going to cut this on the maker and show you. Make this smaller here. And I'll show you how to cut the layers. Then we'll glue it together and add the stick. Now at this point, I'm cutting all of the pieces with the Cricut maker. At a certain point, it started acting up. So I eventually plugged it out and switched it for the Cricut Explore ear. I have no idea what was going on. I'll call Cricut customer service when I get a chance. I made the video faster, so you didn't have to sit through about 10 minutes of just cutting all the pieces. Also, when I switched out the Cricut, I changed the setting to fabric. You guys, bear with me with my editing skills. I'm learning. So this is just continued cutting. And then once this is complete, we'll move on to assembly. Okay, so now we have all of our pieces cut, and I realized in the cutting video, I did not show you the tools I was using. So I used this when I had to press the paper down. Sometimes your mat isn't that sticky, so you have to press the paper down with the roller. I use this also to pick it up when it's finished cutting. And the extra little pieces that was left on the mat, I use this to scrape it off. And you can find a link in my description to go to my Amazon page to purchase all of these tools right here. Okay, so it's time to glue all of these together. Now that we have all the pieces cut, I'm going to use the Xyron Mega Runner and the mini sticker maker to make all these pieces sticky. So each piece has a black backing. So this will go with this. This will go with this. And remember, Elmo has 2 layers. Then we're gonna put these together, then add them together, and they're small pieces. So we take the Mega Runner, and just line it up exact. You can also use a glue gun if you want, or any kind of craft glue. I just chose to use these today. This is why this is kind of wiser to use, just in case you're a little off. You can pick it up and go again with the glue gun. It'll be permanent. But once you get used to it, you can use a glue gun. And now this layer will go on top of here. And then Elmo goes right here. And you could just roll this on however you choose. Now, just make sure you have it the right way before you flip it over. You don't want to end up putting the strip of glue onto the wrong side. And then we put it right here. The next piece, oh, sorry, will be Elmo's. And he goes right here. Then we have Elmo's nose that goes on top. Now for Cookie Monster's eyes, we're gonna use this sticker maker. You just put it in, pull it out, rub it against here. They do have a larger sticker maker that goes up to 9 inches for larger pieces, and you can purchase that one also. Stick it on. I don't know how many inches this piece is, so I'll just double check to see if it'll fit, and it actually does fit, so. This makes your life so much easier. Sometimes some of the sticky, I don't know if you can see it, can get in between here. You could just kind of press it back and get it off. But if you rub hard enough, all of that kind of comes off. That's what the rubbing is for. And this is it. It's put together. All we have to do now is add the stick on the back, and you can use it. So this will be added to the back. And you could use it in a centerpiece. And we're just gonna glue it with the glue gun. Just put a strip. When you're gluing the sticks on, always use a glue gun, so it's stronger. See? Now, if you want to cover this up, you can cut another black piece, put it over this. If you want it to be two-sided, cut all of these pieces and make sure you mirror image. And then you'll be able to glue them on the back and have back and front. So there you have it. Sesame Street Centerpiece stick. Don't forget to subscribe to my page so you can be notified when I make any more videos. And also there'll be a link to purchase all of the accessories that I use to create these centerpieces.